Northlands brass asked Edmontonians what they think should be the future of Rexall Place, and the results are in.
I think what we took away from this was 26,000 people participated. They gave us their thoughts, they gave us their opinions, and it was in depth. I think the other thing that we took away from it was the fact that those people live in the capital region. So it's very specific to people that call Edmonton and the capital region home. So we feel as Northlands, as an organization that's representative of this region in northern Alberta, those that participated, those that shared their comments, were actually the exact right people for us to have a conversation with. So the data that we took was what we felt was what value. We thought it was significant, and we think it gave us a great start to start to shortlist how many options we have moving forward.
And how much weight will you give to this survey when you make your final decisions?
I think the survey is another data point for the committee. So we knew that public engagement and hearing from the public about what they wanted to see happen with Rexall Place was really, really important. But it's just one of the things that we're doing. So there's also the Exploration Committee, which, as you know, has traveled south of the border and will be traveling again here in Canada. There's also our Financial Subcommittee that's doing modeling around various options for Rexall Place. So all of those things combine to give the committee the broader picture that we need to understand in order to make a recommendation. But having the public support and involvement in that decision is really, really critical, and we knew that right from the start.
Well, in that part, is there anything that stood out or surprised you about the results?
Well, I'll jump in first. I think the overwhelming majority of people felt that Rexall Place was important to Edmonton. I think 42% said very important to Edmonton, so that was good to see. And the question about various options and what people would like to see happen support that as well. We saw repurpose or continue to operate Rexall Place as the two most popular options. So clearly people see a future for Rexall Place in Edmonton, and that was one of the key takeaways for me.
I think the two things that I was surprised by was was the amount of interest that came forward quickly. And then the second one was I think that it was very definitive of the city of Edmonton in a lot of characteristics. But the one piece that was shocking, probably because when we started out the split was 80% males to 20% females in the first month, that evened out was of value to us. We have started this conversation, and this is a step in the process. The next step is actually coming back to the public with some clear direction about the options and the cash input. Obviously, when you look at the province of Alberta these days, it's a difficult place to find free cash. There's a number of challenges within our city as well as at a provincial level. However, we also recognize that when you talk about a building that has 20 to 25 years of useful life in it, we're talking about tomorrow, not necessarily today. So I think it would be premature to suggest that we're looking for a cash involvement, but it would also be very clear on our behalf to state we need to come back to the public with what the options are.
For the Edmonton Sun, I'm Dave Lazarino.